around us. Guarda, sua. Randero ku randandeto asahartia tasa akra andara kike. Rete kukukuro tambusa. Renditi arusa hatuche ara. Hey, Irene, how's it going? Ti ishne how are you? My cat's tripping out. There's so much snow outside that he can't go play. So now he's just going nuts inside. He's throwing a fit. Edward Majestic says my crown immediately vibrating like crazy. Well, welcome. Welcome to the container. Korakisita. Hey, Librarian Bing. Good to see you. How are you, sis? Puata anta aria kota. Hey, Dream Kitten. Hi, Tara. Thank you, Lady Dawn. Masini karasu ansa maturia. Hi, Amanda Love. Hi, Butnara. Or Andrea. Hi. Good morning. How's everybody feeling today? Is everybody staying warm? Got some big winter storms coming through most of the country in the United States. So here we've got a whole bunch of snow up in Washington State. About an hour north of Seattle. Snow day. Good morning, Ninja. Hi, Connie. How are you feeling? How's everybody feeling? I'm waiting for, oops, wait, did she just jump on? There we go, invite, okay. Guest, boom. Accept. Let's see if I got this right. Awesome, okay, did I pick the right one? Is it the right thing?
You got us.
Okay, awesome, you're so tiny. I wish you were bigger. Let me turn it up, I'm not used to actually having audio. Thank you for the hat. Thanks, Emmy. Awesome. So how are y'all feeling?
Doing good. I think the other one is hosting. Like we could co-host where I think we share half and half, but we're good with the small screen as long as you are.
Okay, yeah. It said that was one, had like a little notification next to the one that I chose. So figured that was the way to go. But either way, I don't
Yeah.
Yeah. So for people that are not aware, this is Ashley and Laboo, or La Cristia. I don't know what you prefer.
La Cristia, yes.
Laboo. Yeah. And they are amazing healers as well. And I was lucky enough to get to experience some of their magic earlier today. So they assisted me greatly, and I'm feeling great afterwards. Helped shift bring a whole bunch through for me. So thank you. Deeply appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
All right. So were we wanting to do collective work? What were you thinking with the space that we have right now?
I don't know. I was wing it. Yeah, we can do collective work. We can we can do some group work. Whatever feels right. Do some magic, sling some magic. What are you feeling?
Same.
Okay.
Same.
Do we want to take some like specific like requests for ideas, like intentions?
Yeah, we can, or I could basically pull for what's heaviest in the room. So rather than going based off of, simple requests that each person puts, we could go from heaviest that's in the room to lightest.
I like it. Let's do it. That sounds good to me. Like, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'll let you guide this process, and I will assist when it feels right. How about that?
Okay. All right. Abuse is heavy. Addiction's the worst. All right. So, unworthiness. All right. Addiction is what we need to start with. Unworthiness would be following. Anger and resentment. Abuse. So let's start there, and then we'll pull for more. Okay. So if everyone just wants to set their intentions to receive for those things that we've listed, that everyone needs assistance with, we will begin sending through for those things. Yeah. There we go. You need to scoot up. Oh, here, you scoot up with me. It's just we're so far. There we go. Yeah, way better. Okay. All right. So what we're starting with is addiction. That would be pretty cool. What's going on is we're doing collective work right now. And what we're starting with is what was heaviest in the room for the people that was here whenever I pulled for it. So we are looking at addiction on a collective level for the 185 people that are in here. So what we're working through is addiction for everyone that chooses to receive. Unconditional love. Whew. It may burn you as far as like feeling pressure, but that's about something that's needing to be released within inside of you. So if we're working through addiction right now and that's something you're struggling with, that's just your body's way of releasing. Hey, Borka.
If you're receiving, I recommend just to like close your eyes and just feel your body go within. Don't worry about the chat.
Behind addiction is unworthiness. So that's going to be what comes through next. It's okay to be uncomfortable. Just allow yourself to feel through it. It's not meant to be understood. You're meant to feel through it, just like music. When you listen to sounds, frequencies, and music, your body resonates with those frequencies and vibrations. This is the same.
There's a lot of people with very heavy hearts.
Yeah. Ty, do you want to play music in your background or you want us to?
Either way. Totally, okay. I can do that if you want.
Yeah, throw some music on.
At the ER.
kuara.
You'll begin to feel tingles and things of that nature as well.
I just put it to subscriber chat for a little bit.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
If this is new to you, I recommend to just relax and feel your body. Observe. Get curious. Like if you instantly already push it away or reject it, you're not going to be open to the idea as much. You can still receive. It's never a coincidence that you've found weirdos like us.
Correct.
But there's an opportunity for you really to experience some magic if you allow yourself to. So just feel your body, observe, get curious, play it like a game. Don't take it so serious.
Okay. So what was behind unworthiness? Anger and resentment? Oh, that went away. Yeah.
I'm going to try to open up heart spaces.
Okay. So LaChristie is going to open up heart spaces. I'm going to go through and pull plugs. So we all carry plugs within our energetic bodies. And imagine it as though it's like an oil change, like getting all the gunk out.
Working on just removing
abuse.
Program.
Thank you, Melissa. Okay. So now I'm going to go through and put everyone's plugs back in. Now abuse. Yeah, abuse is still very heavy in the space. So that'll be a good one as well. Hey. Hey, Stace.
Burping is a form of release, just so you're aware. We're burping and yawning a lot. That's helping to release these stagnant energies. You may be yawning or burping on your end as well, or having an emotional release as well. You can release in many different ways. Lean into it. Allow yourself.
All right, so for the abuse, Miriga sutu andaki asalaya sutu dorankiri. Lekuya sutua kwayantoki. Nedia tua andaki asalaya sutua. Yishi anto toria laya sutua. Nikchio tukuan. La kwaya salayat. Misiolo yosutu andarki. Safety and stability. Unconditional love. Nilea soto tariki sia shuto koandarki. Lady oto and lakia sotua. La vision to sokotolia soto andariki soto. Natri ali tuturi antaliaski. La koyansoa. La koyatutu andaki. Lady andaria talia soto. Tukteniana ikasoto atarki. Nishiontoa. Shoto to no koyasitia. Lea no kotoria soto atarian. Tana koyasotua. Tanek ni koyasututi ashia. Beando kotoria tana koyasi. Okay. Abuse feels really good. All right, so let's see what else does the collective need at this present moment in time. Oh, shadow work. Sadness.
That's what I said. Their hearts felt very heavy.
A lot of sadness in the space.
So I opened up their heart. It just needs to be
filled.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we're gonna come through. Start a transmission with unconditional love for sadness, loss. Heavy, heavy hearts. Heavy, heavy hearts in this space right now. So this is the space to allow yourself to release. Allow yourself to let go. Process those emotions. Allow us to help you in letting some of that go. Nede asotori anna koyesaki. Leke asotuno kotori asotana koyeti asiki. Hakwa koyano kowayasaki. Hayando waitiri asoko anda kawayasaki. Shion to go out and the con to Shion to go out. Atushno kodi akontarish kiki on to go out. Bakuansaki. Dishion to go to clean up the Kotoshik Kodi to Aki. Biandaki. No chili Kotori at Hiato Sotori. Mimias Kishi at the key.
Randico di prosciutto porti.
Riosotore Shien. Yaso Trishi and the key. Michi to go out.
Tu assire praia satokusha atira hindere siri bordi mamanati argeta hisse darjim.
I think I'm receiving while I'm transmitting as well. For the sadness. Because that's what it felt like. Yeah, that's what it felt like. What's that big shadow I see? Because we already did abuse. Yeah. Okay. It's really good. But I think it's a collective thing. You know what I mean?
There's some stuff coming through for Mother
Yeah.
Gaia too.
Okay.
But I don't think there's something that we're gonna be doing here.
Okay. Oh, you're talking about for her healing. For her healing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so next that we've got that's really heavy is abandonment. Laria sotuan kwayasiki, ndakarira ya sotuli la ya sotuan dakiki ya shi onto tua. Naktaria sonto kwa ya kadna kwayasi. Vion sotuan karaya soku tudo yaslia. Liknokla ya sotuan la ya sateri ya si ono kwai. Kikianto kwa kwayasiki. Nikshionto tua yaki. Nashionto. Mitiri anto kwa ya sontua ishi hishianto. Shnoknaria soturi and noknaria sotu uturun. Lele anto wa kwaya ski and Okay, I think we have. This is weird. That's why I see like a bunch of chords. I think it's obviously because we're in a collective situation, but it's like putting a bunch of chords like back where, like I see a 1 and then I see a bunch of chords.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello.
Hi, Ginger. Para yente se ai. Randite to osa. Hi, Stace. Tayo po asin Indo Korea. Maroto peheto do kuti perti maroto do haro naman natin ko pan. Memoir to Maria to Maria sa puar.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Okay. That makes sense.
Ti broi. To ti porsia to wow. Me ya waru para sia. Rahiendo kuchu rossi per la passata di prima ma ti portia. Retta te che munci quindi però sa hati ti erda sabor come ma mi puto ripetere non sarei sui harikan ma tu kai o cultura sia pos rapete pos na fasa si presenta tu orte ta sia che tu anzi per te tu ia rentara te
Yeah, almost 400 people. Now we're going to go and start clearing source chords while Ty is coding through.
Non sanete porci per poco tempo fa stati per papa due libertà che di come cosa di pregi vuoi libertà che sono libertà puttata di rendi tu questo che mo te la sarti per essere autore non se le porti per quindi marco che sono tipo delle stata di catara di libertà che io capire questo arra nelle cazzate di cavolo mi rotto da sarren non in notarti per essere auto arte che ci guarda perché non potevo fare di perché non cultura regna di aria rene con libro sarreta pure ta Renite c'era che ti porta avanti guarda paru har no mavrati harani ya kur che per te per su push is anta che isharato che per te ma isto guardo che gli artu mondo rotati arta piarata tu ti si tu tardi ma
111.
Yep, 111.
1111 here.
Yep. Alright, I think a transmission's coming. Like, what it is.
There's a big old.
Yeah, I know, I see it. I gotta stand up for this. Hekoyan sotua, quai hestinki yashi. Shop nuktori sotua andorki sotoriki. Du shion totoriki, shion tokoa and doya. Bianto tuan kayasi. Shondori shion tokoya so tuan the quayasiki on the wa. Bianto crigetria, sotun totori shion to bayaki. Be shon toaya, tok to donko tokaya shon to goyati. Bianto koa hakwayasiki is on the gododo. Dorio shutorianto koa kai kiss to go anda. Quakayan so koa. Kawakayan to ki shion to koaka. Me dere also tua tanakawia so tua quaki shion to koa. Nick shion to ku shion to koan that I via so tua. Maybe anto to do shion to ki shion to koa taraya. Kikio kon kwaya so tua quakia so tua. Mianta dia shion to goa, duk kotoroya satua shion to tui, shion to kaya. Miondori aso dori, shion to tua, malaya so nodori atodolea. Me son to shion taki. Miondari, shion to tua andari. We hondori andaya da usuaya. Me hondari andaya da usuaya. Metion to go to antai. Makoyon to Hankwakaya son to antaki. Mission to cut the dish and kishishi and tatayato walekaya. If you're not used to receiving light language or you're not familiar with it, it could make you feel very funny, tingles, chills, pressure.
I can't hear any stuff.
Me either.
Maybe having an emotional response to it as well.
Yep. Tears, yawning,
Laughter. Whatever.
If you close your eyes, you may see visions, colors.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Whew. That covers the darkest of the shadows. That covers their grounding, their source cord. Their heart space. Yep. Mm-hmm. How's everybody feeling?
Yeah, I'll turn back on to all comments just for a little bit here, because people want to make comments, share their experience, or ask any questions. We just ask that you be respectful. No need to be rude. Ask questions. We're well aware it's different.
Yep.
Probably nobody knows it better than us.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. You're most welcome. You're most welcome. Cold and chills, emotional, lost weight, beautiful. The heaviness, I'm assuming. Unless you did lose weight. That's It's a form of energy healing. It's a tool. We were shifting through some different collective energies. So I believe we started out with addiction, moved into abuse.
Yep, abuse, and then anger, resentment, And then sadness, loss, abandonment. Mm-hmm.
Now, not quite a reading. We're just assisting in shifting out discordant frequencies and old programs, any stagnant energy that's related to those ideas, any programs that are contributing to them, and essentially going towards the root cause, like the wound that allows those things to manifest themselves in the way they do. You're most welcome. It's our passion and pleasure.
Absolutely.
So many other questions. Can you please example what was happening? Felt pressure in my ears. Yeah, so everybody responds to energy different. So this is a form of energy healing or energy work. And I would say that most people feel it physically when we work with these type of tools. Probably about 80 to 85% will have some kind of emotion or physical reaction to it. Feel either tingles, pressure, you can have all sorts. It might feel like a flare up of pain in certain areas if you already have something going on in those areas as the energies are moving through. But we would refer to these as subtle energies. They're everything is energy and vibration and frequency. So we're using different combinations of it, using a tool called light linguistics, light languages, in order to ship those things out quicker. Some people refer to it as like quantum coding. Some of it's coding. Some of it is moving energies out, shifting energies out. Krista, I can never pronounce it right. I'm sorry, but she's a seer, so she's assisting us in tuning in to more of like what's going on behind the scenes and assisting and also healing. But yeah, can I help pain? Absolutely. This is actually how I got into it, was to manage my pain. I experienced chronic pain. I was diagnosed with something that was considered incurable and terminal. And really the biggest issue that I had with all of it was just a lot of pain, just a lot of physical pain. And the doctors really weren't offering me anything that could assist. They tried medications and that didn't really work. Tried everything that they offered, they suggested, and then eventually found energy healing. And when I was able to actually feel it, have the experience myself, it changed everything. And so I started to study it and really find different techniques and modalities and just absorb a ton of data. And so that I could start treating myself and managing my own symptoms and start to actually heal, not just manage the symptoms, but actually heal the root causes that manifest into physical reality, the dis-ease in energy that is moving through the body, or rather not moving through the body. Hammy Jammy asked, is light language learned or manifested in the moment? So it can be learned to be understood, but it's more something that gets activated or remembered within you. It's very intuitive. So most language, as we would refer to it, like English, is more processed in the left hemisphere of the brain. It's that analytical side, that rigid side. It has to understand things. It needs to put things into structure. This is an unstructured language that creates energetic structure in a lot of ways, or manipulates energetic structures. It's more felt in the body, more in the heart and the right hemisphere of the brain. The right hemisphere is the side that's intuitive. It's feminine, receptive, magnetic, and it recognizes patterns and processes data exponentially faster than the left hemisphere. So this kind of bypasses the slowness of the left hemisphere and goes straight into the feels, the vibrations, the knowing. And that's where we can make really powerful progress, especially addressing programs of the subconscious, because that's really what we're really working with is these subconscious programs that are stored in our energy field. And when we shift those out, we can have profound healing experiences or all sorts of different things. You can use it as a tool for all intentions. Are you guys able to see comments on your side too?
Yeah, I'm reading it right now. Pressure is completely normal. Having chills, cold flashes, the body's response, a physiological response to the energy, is just your body's way of accepting it. Your reaction to it. It's just up to you for that allowance to allow yourself to choose to take in the energy and allow yourself to release it. So this works as a channel of healing for your body. Like Ty said, disease is dis-ease in the body. It's emotions and trauma that is literally stuck inside of our being. So when we begin to recognize that we can get rid of these things, we can heal ourselves from trauma and emotions that have been stuck in the body is whenever we are able to start pushing through that, lightening ourselves up, letting go of things that has happened to us in the past, and moving forward without disease, without illness, without, you know, a lot of people have thyroid issues whenever they have throat problems. A lot of people have, you know, sinus headaches, migraines, things of that nature whenever it's their third eye, which is anger, sadness, resentment, sitting in that spot. So emotions resonate with different parts of our body, and everything literally gets stuck inside of us until we move it out and learn how to move it out. And energy does that for us, for everyone, because we're all energetic beings.
Ironically enough, 19-day man 90, I don't actually have access to my imagination at this time. So, but I am whatever you want to call me. But absolutely, yeah. So yeah, certain frequencies will get stored in different areas of the body. So you can kind of decode what's going on in some ways of based on what kind of physical experiences are manifesting. So, you know, certain, like for your shoulder would represent one type of, you know, certain frequency range of storage of emotions. So you might have seen the idea of like chakras, these energy centers that we have, they essentially filter different frequency ranges. So like the root at the very base is the lower frequencies of kind of like survival and physical things and really feeling safe, needing to feel safe. You know, the sacral is about, you know, creativity, relationships, connection, sexuality, things like that. But, you know, so if you have certain areas of your body that you're experiencing dis-ease in, it can be helpful to go and look up the metaphysical sources for that. I would recommend a book, I don't know if I have it here, called Metaphysical Anatomy. And the subtitle is Your Body is Speaking, Are You Listening? And I believe it's by Yvette Rose. And it goes into detail about some of the emotional sources, the metaphysical sources that then manifest into physical conditions or dis-ease. And it's very interesting to go and to look at it, because especially for things that you're already, you know, that you're experiencing yourself, because then you can get some pretty powerful insights onto where some of these things come from. A lot of it comes from childhood. A lot of things we experience when we're young, we don't remember, and we can call it trauma, but trauma doesn't necessarily need to be something like a car accident or something really bad happening. It can be as simple as somebody saying, oh, you know, I don't like those shoes, like those shoes look stupid on you, and you were their favorite shoes, your favorite boots when you were like 6, you know. And then there's that trauma where you're uncomfortable about the way that you are expressing yourself, or you know, just afraid to be more of who you actually are. The name of the book is Metaphysical Anatomy by Yvette Rose. And also, is it Lisa Hay, or no, it's there's somebody else that has a number of books on it, a little more simple, not as in detail. Is Sammy still in here? Sammy knows. I'm not sure if you guys know. Louise Hay. Yes, that's it.
Thyroid as well. Mm-hmm. Everything can be tied back to childhood, or, you know, even parallel lives, past lives, what we call them, your teenage years or adult trauma. Everything can be rooted in that.
Yeah, it's helpful to remember that, like, your body is like a holographic projection of your consciousness. So it's going to be like you can really learn a lot about yourself. Everything outside of you is projected from within your heart. And so if you got physical stuff going on, every little detail, like, you know, palm readers recognize this, right? Your hand is connected to all parts of your body, but they know that through this understanding, this knowing, they can decode a lot about an individual in this reality and others that play out, because we play out a lot of similar themes, but just different costumes that the energies wear until we figure things out and shift and pick what we prefer in our reality.
Okay, Holland Brand, instead of just calling it Reiki for what it is and not having everyone guess, you're not straightforward. I don't know what you would like for us to be straightforward about. This is energy work. So I don't try to put labels on this. So
awesome. They got disconnected. Hopefully they'll come back. maybe I can co-host them too. Actually, I think they don't see the comments when that happens. Hopefully they'll come back. Somebody asked if I'm really a space wizard. It's labels. It's human labels. 1 sec. Let's get her back.
Work is energy work, whether it's connecting to Reiki, source consciousness, or whether it's connecting to other planetary systems. We all are connected to the same exact energy. So whether you want... There we go.
There you go. Lost you for a sec.
Yeah. I know, I saw. But regardless, it's energy work. It's planetary energy work. It's source work. It's the same thing. So if you want to put that label on it, you're totally fine to do so. I just choose not to.
I use the term space wizard as just a playful thing because we take things way too serious. But I work a lot with cosmic bodies. So as above, so below, you know, like there's templates that play out in different expressions, you know, at a micro level and at a macro level. So we get information, we get data, we get wisdom from the stars. It's electric, it's masculine, and we get power, energy, you know, grounding from the planets. They store that type of energy. And so working with those awarenesses and constellations are like combinations of like collective consciousness that have certain archetypal functionalities as well. So I use a lot of different cosmic bodies in my healing work. So, and I'm a weirdo. I'm not a big fan of labels anyway. So it's just,
I try to keep labels off of it.
Yeah, humans get so caught up in labels. I mean, that's like in words because we assign our own definitions. There's a lot of baggage to the way that we label things because we start to associate it with things in our past and our reality or like definitions we've adopted from other people. And then it doesn't always accurately reflect what's trying to be communicated. So,
right.
And that's a really important thing to consider as well, is that how you choose to define things, let's just say at a very simple level, whether something is negative, neutral, or positive, will play out in your belief systems. And your belief systems will then be shown to you in your reality in a number of different ways. In different situations, will then wear different costumes. It'll be kind of the same energy behind it, but then it's like wearing a different costume, and it's going to be shown to you again to show you, okay, do you really truly prefer to have this definition in this belief system? And then once you start to change the definition, for example, if you don't think energy work is legit, or you don't think it's possible, there's a good chance you're not going to be shown. You're going to have that play out in your reality because you're that powerful. You can choose to have those type of experiences. So a really powerful tool, a really simple, powerful tool is just to start to dissect your own definitions and really like challenge yourself to look deeper and be creative with your imagination. And okay, what would it take for this to be possible? What might I need to know? What connections would need to be made from my understandings in order for this to be possible? Even if you get it to a point where you're like, okay, I guess, that could work somehow. That's a great place to start, and just getting to those neutral definitions, and that's where real magic can start to happen, is shifting out something as simple as the way that you define something, and that plays out into your experiences because it's all you anyway.
Yeah. 100%. All right. Did you want to see how many people were suffering with physical pain, or get like a tally, ask them what they want to do? Since we worked on the shadows and the darker stuff.
Yeah, I love working on pain. I know that's something that's really fun for me to work on because I know what it's like to have chronic pain and to be how disabling it can be, and just your overall beingness, and how much of a relief it can feel when you get to step aside from that pain for a little bit, and it's great, and it's measurable, right? So if this is new to you, you know that you have discomfort or pain in a certain area of your body, and so what we'll ask you to do is to check in with just one area of your body. So identify one spot in your body that you have pain or tension or something measurable, uncomfortableness, like something that you can measure yourself. And I would say to give it a rating from 0 to 12. It doesn't really make a difference what you rate it. This is just for you to check in. Helps the ego structure, the subconscious mind kind of analyze it better and dissect it, because it can kind of be a shock to the system if you're new to this stuff and you all of a sudden don't have pain. The ego structure can be kind of like confused and kind of in a little bit of a shock. So having that rating can help that quite a bit, and we can tune in and we can maybe do a couple layers of it, because we might go through one transmission of it and get it from a 12 to a 7, but then we can do it again and get it down to maybe a 2 and then maybe down to a 0. So getting these areas of stagnation have layers to them, onion layers. But I think with 3 of us, we can really bust through quite a bit. Yeah.
Well, let's do that. You set it up though, and we'll just follow your lead for this one, because this is your lane.
All right. So sweet. So yeah. So what I would like everybody to do is just identify one place. You don't have to say it aloud, but identify it for yourself, just so you can measure the results, right? And so identify a spot, give it a rating from 0 to 12. Doesn't really make a difference. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the chat to subscriber only, just to kind of help manage the energy of the room, because of course what we do is really strange, and trolls and people come through that kind of just stink up the room with their energy sometimes. And so we really want
little poo-poo.
Yeah, it's literally stinky. And so that'll help a little. That'll help some, and really just allow yourself to go within too. So don't worry even about the chat or watching what we do. I know it's a little strange. My eyes roll. I make funny sounds and move around, but really you should. It's an experience that you are stimulating within yourself. So feel into your body. I would recommend to feel into that spot that you have pain as deeply as you can, while relaxing as deeply as you can. Relax your eyes. You can have them open or closed. That's totally up to you, but relax your eyes and allow them to do what they want to do. And then make sure that your jaw is not clenched, and that'll assist as well, helping the energies move through. And then, of course, just try to be as relaxed as possible. Breathe deeply and slowly, not too deeply, and just allow yourself to sink into your seat or just lay down. And we will rock and roll, and we'll tune in afterwards and see where everybody's rating, uncomfortable pain rating is at, or tension, your tension level, whatever it is. So I'm going to send it over to subscriber only. So if you're interested in continuing a conversation, that is the way to do it. And it also shows some love and some support. All right. And on the same note too, if it's an emotional pain thing too, that's okay. Pain, emotional pain is legit pain. So if it's that case, I would either recommend that you just go within your heart and bring up that emotion, or you can assign it a color. It doesn't matter what color, and hold it in your hands. Just pretend with your imagination that you're holding a ball of that color in your hands that represents that emotional issue, and we'll do the same thing. All right.
Okay. Shishianto Kriterianto Cotori, Sotuanda, Pipia, Sotori, Tishianto Tua, Pipia Tariatari, Pipia Sotori, Shianto Ayaki, Pianto Cotoria, Sianta Shipo. Bakia sotuanda kishi, sotuanda. Ria sotuanda kishi,
Want to give another check-in? Ask people to check in with yourself. See where you're at now. Just check in with your body. Give yourself an honest rating. Where was it at before? Now where's it at? We'll just open the comments just for a second, then we'll do another round here. So the comments are open. If you want to share your experience, share where you're at, what you went from, where you're at now. Down to it's you. Beautiful. Where was it at before and where is it at now?
12 down to 5.
Completely
That's
gone.
awesome.
Beautiful. 12 down to 5. That's great. From a 12 to a 6. Beautiful. 6. 3 to a 0. Awesome. Beautiful. Went down to a 4 from a 6 or 7. 7 to a 5. 8 to a 2. 12 now to a 6. 11 to a 6. Better. 10 to a 6. 6 to a 4. 5 to a 1. So lots of success. Beautiful. So here in a second, we'll do another round and we'll try to get down even more. We'll get that to reduce down even more, hit some more layers.
Mm-hmm. You cried the whole time. That's beautiful, though. You need to just allow that release.
Yeah.
If you're crying in the space, just be vulnerable with yourself.
I'll grab my water real quick.
I keep getting these packets.
Well, it's also important, too. After we're done here, definitely be sure to grab some water. That was just...
And I'm like, I can't. He's in the middle of doing his. Yeah. I keep getting these packets for you, Ty, that Source is sending to me to like push over to you. And I'm trying not to be interrupt, but I'm like,
so she's throwing light language at me and then throwing it at you and then throwing it at me and
I could sense it a little bit. Yeah, it felt like a what do you call them? There's like the bucket where they would pass the buckets along.
Yeah,
like on the fire.
They're sending it down like packages, and I'm like throwing it to you.
So like I'll feel the disconnect, and then I'll look, and she's like,
because I see it and I do the light language, but I don't speak it. I can draw it, and I can do it with my hands, but I don't speak it.
Yeah,
she can. She can.
She will.
I do the blue avians all the time. They're my favorite. We have conversations.
Yeah, they're fun. And that's important or not important, but it's something to recognize as well, is that it can be expressed in different ways. So we call it light language, but again, there's that word language. It's got a lot of baggage to it. The expression of the movements, like the signing that we're doing with our hands, some of it is what we would consider coding. We're essentially tuning subtle frequencies and moving energies, but that's an expression of light language or light linguistics, as well as writing. So you can see it come out in glyphs or different, like what look like mandalas and all sorts of different structures and sacred geometry. Essentially, light language, light linguistics is an expression of sacred geometry in a lot of ways. That's what the code is that we talk about. Light is information, light is data. So it's really about an extra exchange of information. And so like when it's written out in glyphs, it has that energy behind it. So if it's written out in like script or, it's like almost like a form of automatic writing. This stuff just flows out. So it's not something that you need to learn. It gets activated and then it's very intuitive. Like I don't have to think at all for it to move my body. It literally pushes my body. So if I were to move in a direction that is not right for what's coming through, it'll
push it back.
Feels like pushing like magnets to each other, like the two opposing magnets. It's that strong that it moves my body like that. All of this stuff is being moved by these energies. I'm not making a conscious decision. I should do this when it's this and this and this. Wow. Yeah, let's rock and roll. Let's do another round. What do you think? Okay. Right. I'm gonna set it to subscriber only chat while we do the transmissions.
What are you doing? Breaking stuff? I don't know.
And don't forget, be sure to give Ashley a follow. And I'm not sure if you want to be followed too, Laboo, or not. But
you can follow me if you want.
And it's Laboo. What's your username?
It's Laboo0481.
0481. There you guys. They're both amazing. So give them a follow. Thank
you.
All right, so now just keep in mind what was your lowest rating. So we gave it a rating from 0 to 12, whether it's discomfort or it's pain or tension, whatever rating. So we went from a 12 to what? Like a 12 to a 6. Just take note of your lower rating, and then we're going to tap in again afterwards and see where we're at after we do this transmission. So relax. Allow your eyes to be relaxed, allow your jaw to be relaxed, and just feel your body. Feel that area that they're working on. Be conscious, like consciously place your awareness in it. Relaxed, but consciously place your awareness in it.
Meon tu kutu dian so yali yasua. La kuyasua. Le shundo dai yasua.
Musantori plasida titi tu santi la casara pianduria. Mi cucciata petit porfa guarra takrati tu bukurma. Mariana rakatorita chisi ti surata per di per mucho per
Meon tu toshia.
rondo rasa roya. Ei broja nanna jarja sarda.
Mea tu shishion. Maya Mea tu ante kishion.
Mirara nanna tu harja namora mera. Lerara nanna kusurya parja sara. Rayara nanna tutu ya water parja. Mursha porja tanwa. Ke prana kuchwa se randiti utsupu asokora kiri. Rendi tata urja huti brasa mara da pikir pimo di parto ke tibra. Purta tuta brafa sana katukiara. Ci urte somari parti da ke brotto papa orku. Ru na mua. Ranni rataratura sharia. Ranni rasara kurki pra sharure mi. Aurora mira tarsha dari. Mira tutti asara ki praia sheteku arda. Me ma kada ia ra na ke eshia. Ra and bebe adio kua ra na haso kua ra pura se petar
He koe aso kua ia se hihi shion to kua. Pai aso ora i rio so o shion to kutoa. Ha koe aso ha koe asi i shion. Hana na rea so o kua ia se hihi shion to kua. Ha handari i shion to ha koe aso. Hari i fia so suan to kai. Handari i shion to ho koa hayana. Ha vi anso vai asi. Hai anto koaya, hai ha chushu antaki. Anda yaso anda shion to koa. Havia wawayan so hakwaya sa hakaya sa tia. Handiri ishi otoko ko handaki haski. Haya soa. He ondori he onto soa yandaya. Anda indo ayo. Anda yo aya saya so anda ye. Anda yondo anda yo. Ayando, andai, andaki, andakayo, so andayo, ambado, andayegeyo, ayotoshi, andakai, andai, ayando, oh. Ishion to ku shusuan tari isio koya sonaka ishion to kua. Shak no kuya suktu to kun na koya shishian to ki. Nation to koa kaya shishian ta shakwayan so hak shushu anda ishio. No shion koya sian to kua titi ansi. Tishion to kriya shutori. Shundori ishio to rieta time. Mission to pishion to ku kwaya si andari shishai. Shusho tontorisho to andari. Prionzo so prion priashon to kishi shion to ki. Shantari ishon to. Shakwaya sin to krishio tori ishon tori so toa. Shoknuk nuk kushon to kuwaya andari ishiono. Shandari ishwaya osoto bayasantari isiki ando tuataka. Tari ishon to wakwayasa. Te onani arsotori ishontotori atari anda koisha tua. Shianta vai vianso fo vianso shianta. He shia huantari ishioto ototonto kua keasa. Tatari anda kua kua keati. Handari ishionto kua ki atisi otokoto. Okay.
My love too.
All right, I'll set the comments back. Wow. All right, let us know how that found you. Now, what's your rating? So was it 12, on a scale of 0 to 12, what was it at first? What did it become? Then from that spot, what did it become after that? Where are you at now? And sharing your experience can be very valuable to other people, especially when they're new to this stuff, because we can get all caught up in our head really easily.
Feels like I'm flying.
Felt in my crown. My headache went away. Beautiful. At a 9 now. Okay. Was it 12 now? A 5? Beautiful.
Perfect.
Yeah, and just also keep in mind, we're working on a number of people. There's a lot of people all at once. So there's a wide range of energetic sources, metaphysical causes for what is creating the experience of pain, the communication of pain, right? Because it's a signal from the body that says, hey, pay attention to this. And so we were paying attention as best we could in the time that we have in this collective space in order to shift that. So just imagine what's possible when it's focused on just an individual person and just in that area, So a lot can come from this idea.
Individuals.
Yeah. Yeah. Can we do one more before we go? It's up to you guys. Yeah, I think so. I like to do things in threes, so I think we'll do it one more time. Hey, Fan. Hey, brother. How are you? I'm well. How are you feeling? Are you staying warm? That's it. There's a big winter storm moving through most of the United States right now. It's pretty cold even down where y'all are at in the south.
Yes, it is. And this is not normal. I told Stacey yesterday, I said, like this has got to go somewhere because it's like real winter here. No, we don't do that here.
It is freezing. Yeah, I got it's been snowing all night. I got I don't know that much snow right now, which is not. It only usually snows a couple times a year here, and it's already snowed a few times this year. So,
well, we only get snow like once every 7 to 10 years. So.
Yeah, you guys are in all time. This is the South. Yeah, we don't do 30s down here. Well, you do it now.
Yeah.
Advice to fully take benefits from this healing. Take what resonates. Allow yourself to investigate more and follow your own inner guidance and your intuition. Just remember that your soul and the idea of your spirit guides are going to help you naturally and organically lead you to the path of your own type of healing. Right? There's no template to healing in reality. Like we can find healing in a lot of different ways. This is one form of healing through energy, where we're affecting the templates that then translate into what will become our physical experience. But you can also bring healing through in a number of ways. Healing for you might be most beneficial through, therapy is one way to find healing, bringing these things up from your subconscious into your conscious state, or physical things as well. So like a big thing for me is to really transition into also doing physical healing, like working with the physical body more instead of just focusing on energy. So follow your intuition and ask questions, observe those that you resonate with, do some, searches on YouTube or on TikTok for just topics that you're curious about. Follow your passions, because whatever you're excited about and you're passionate about, that's like your soul's the idea of what you would call your higher self. That's how they speak to us. That's how they communicate to us. And it's just you anyway. It's just a more expanded version of yourself, and that's how it does it. It's through the feeling of, okay, I'm excited to look into this, and just follow that path, and that'll get you there the fastest without any pressure of needing to feel healed or having any expectations. That's what I would recommend. All right, you want to do another? Let's do this another round. Okay.
Let's do another round.
All right, so we're doing this last round for pain. So for those that are new, that are coming in, what I would recommend, if you would like to receive, we're focusing on healing pain. So identify a single place in your body and give it a rating from 0 to 12 right now. Just check in on it. If it's discomfort, if it's tension. I know some things, don't hurt unless you move it, but just kind of check in and give it a rating. You're just kind of setting a bar so you can tap in again later and see where you're at and how effective it was. And that can really help the ego structure kind of accept these things more and really bring through even more healing through the process and more awakening, more integration of more of who you are. So, and those that have already given a rating, this will be the third round of it. So there's layers to the stagnation and this dis-ease of energy in the body. So we're moving through those layers. So give yourself take note of your last rating, and we'll do it here again.
Another thing that helps is that if you tell your mind to tell your body that you are safe and that you're loved and that you accept.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's that. I mean, it can be that simple. Love, yes. like if you're ever curious, you're not sure what to do or what to use, it comes back to love, unconditional love, and an unconditional love is full acceptance, of what you're at, where you're at, and what you're experiencing, and in that state of neutrality, that's where you can really bring through some very powerful things. That's a very great point, because that's feeling safe is so important.
Because your brain, its job is to protect you. So if you can't convince your body with your brain that you're safe, your body won't accept the energy the way that it should.
It'll just sit in front of you yeah, we got this for you, but you're not taking it. Mm-hmm. So your body will reject it.
Thank you. All right, so we're going to set it to subscriber only chat while we do the transmission. So if you're interested in conversing while we do our transmissions, and when I do transmissions in general, although I would recommend just to be still and go within, subscribing is a way to do that. And there's some other benefits as well. But all right. All right, so just take note of that rating. Give yourself a rating in that area, and then place all your awareness in that area or in the center of your heart. Just relax. Relax your eyes, relax your jaw.
My heart's racing.
I feel like I'm going to be releasing a lot through this one. Sepratia. Rana no tukir tisro to tatatu harda me bratukiri tenantaria.
Haria soto enti sikia soto.
Rasa randa te che posso guardare.
Haya sokoaya. Hakoya kakaya sokuan dari kia sotua. Hankakaya sotua ankakia skia. Kawaya sotua. Kawakawaya sanaki kiriatakain. Dakayan sotua katai. Dandaki isutu utok nakadiri atika sakabanda isi. Koleo sotua andari isi uto o. Hafaya sokuan dakia. Kain dari atotuaya. Kakawaya sonduku kuaya siem. Kayan to kuaya. Hanari kutuaya maya to kaya to suturianda. Nandai ando kuandai. Hanari kia sotuandari kia sotuaya ya ya. Kandari iya sota kai siushon to koaye. Dare ekato kuas kia sukanda kai fisa. Tuchushi to kuanda ki isa ka kaya sukuta de yasati. Deira ano turi asoshu totoru yan sotua kaitiana ki. Dandi shiotokua. Mektri ashikuntuku siantaka. Tai triga kusufo hoyan fukuo osoto ishi. Naktri esikuyan katada kabayan sakibia. Vian totufo awaya sotokua. Kayan shushi antakai. Kayan tokua tere eshion toku. Kaliasati esikan tokua.
Awesome. Woo-hoo. Yay. Did it.
That's good. It was fun.
Yeah, buddy. I love it. Yeah. Please share your experience. Let us know where you're at now. What is your rating at now? What did it start at? The very first one? Whether you only got one round or not doesn't make a difference. But let us know where you're at now. And feel free to share where you were experiencing pain too. Saw lots of blue. Beautiful. Call it light language or light linguistics. Light is information. Light is data. So it's an exchange of extra data, essentially. And we use that data to shift energies. No more pain. Beautiful. I'm glad you got it too. 8 to a 2, mostly in the solar plexus.
That's
Beautiful.
great.
0, awesome. Congratulations. Still 5, I cried though the first time. Yeah, so keep in mind too, things can continue to shift and move, and it may go down over the next day or two as well. Just keep that in mind. You're most welcome. That was a 4 or 5. Now I'm like a 1. Pain was in my hands. Beautiful. Beautiful. And that may shift. It may go to a nothing.
I love it. I'm so happy.
Yeah, congratulations. Feel so refreshed. Started off uncomfortable and I didn't understand, but now I feel so refreshed. Beautiful. Welcome home. Yeah, it's a little different, but that's the thing. It's meant to be experienced. You know, like everybody wants to try to like deconstruct it and like need to put it in boxes and understand it and or break it apart. You know, it's really meant to be experienced. You know, with this stuff, that's the where the magic is at, because it's you. So Akuro, you're most welcome.
You're welcome. I might propose for you.
Thanks, Aries guy. Space wizard is just a funny term, man. Don't take it too serious.
It works. That's all you need to know.
Yeah. You're most welcome. Most welcome. Is there any questions or anything before we let y'all go? Yeah, most magical things are not able to be fit and put in a clean little understandable box, right? Yeah, because that's where if we think we know everything, that's where we get stuck. Like we get stuck in thinking things are only one way, and the magic is outside of the box. If you're interested in a session, you can find my information in the link in my bio. I'm not sure with you guys at the same way.
Link in bio. Yeah.
Do I pay taxes? Unfortunately, yeah.
Can you give a breakdown of what this is?
Go for it.
What this is, well, right now it's the end of a life. However, at the beginning of it, this is a container, as Ty likes to call it, that we are transmitting light language, which is just an expression of frequency and vibration into the body, because our body holds emotions and trauma, and emotions and trauma is what causes disease in the body, dis-ease in the body. So what we were doing here was assisting with some of the most heaviest shadows and traumas that people are dealing with, and then we went into pain for the physical body. So we assisted in both avenues of healing, whether that was emotional, mental, physical, spiritual.
Beautiful. I concur. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, and we do this stuff often as well. So if you don't follow Ashley, go give her a follow. She does lives with Laboo, and I jump on lives quite often as well. I try to jump on Friday nights around 7-ish p.m. Pacific time, sometimes a little earlier, and I usually stay on for a few hours, so you can catch me if you around that time. But we do a lot of chatting about these ideas, answering questions, explaining it over and over again to new people that jump in the chat. So you probably, if you've hung out with us a number of times, you've heard it phrased
numerous times.
Yeah. But yeah, this stuff it's a little different. But yeah, and then in those lives we do group healing. Sometimes we share specific techniques and tools. Share understandings and perspectives. It's really important to recognize too that what I share is only my perspective, and only take what resonates, because some stuff it's not for you yet. So if it doesn't make sense, or you're like, yeah, just forget that stuff. It's not relevant for you anyway. You're going to absorb what you need. But yeah, we try to have a lot of fun. There's lots of free content too on our YouTubes, or not our YouTubes, our TikToks and our channels, whatever.
Both, yeah.
Yeah, I have YouTube too. You can watch past lives as well. But you can go, that's actually something I would recommend as well, is go back and check out past lives, on the YouTube, on YouTube. And you can you'll notice that you will still receive. It doesn't have to be live. That's why we call it quantum healing. It happens outside of space-time, in the wave potentials that then translate into what we might identify as physical reality. Ta'uka. Yeah. Well, I guess that's it. Unless there's anything y'all want to plug or share.
No, totally good. How did you learn language? How can you start? So it's a soul remembrance. Everyone has it. So it's just a matter of remembering it or getting it activated within inside of you. And we all do it. So if you wanted to have an activation for yourself, you could get it from Ties. You could get it from us. You just have to find someone to activate your soul remembrance. That's all. It's just a remembrance process.
Quantum entanglement, do you think it's real? Well, you're going to have to define what real is. That's the
right.
first thing. Definitions are really important, especially when we're trying to even answer a question as simple as that. But quantum entanglement, yes, that's definitely how a lot of this stuff works.
Right.
So why we can affect things outside of doing it in person. Like, that's a hard thing to kind of grasp until you start to look deeper into the idea of quantum physics and quantum mechanics, really, and waveform potentials and how that translates into our experience. Sacred geometry. Studying sound is also a great way to dive into this stuff. Music, because we are music. Everything that we express is a form of vibration, frequency. And so with that, you can learn a lot about how the universe works by feeling into music. And this works as an analogy for music as well. But okay.
So if anybody has any other further questions, last call, and then we're going to head off.
Yeah. Gananta.
All this taught you one thing.
But yeah, I appreciate everybody for hanging out. And I appreciate Ashley and Laboo.
We appreciate you. This was so much fun. We'll have to do it again.
Absolutely.
Get together and do like a collective night or something.
Absolutely. I love doing this stuff. So I'm down anytime. It is my passion and my pleasure to do so. So yeah, give them a follow. Find information if you want to get a hold of us or ask more questions. Follow our pages because there's a lot of stuff in there, a lot of content. Search for our usernames, and then if there's a topic or a specific intention you want to see if we've done, that's what I would recommend, because I know there's a lot of videos and scrolling through can be a pain. You're likely going to miss a lot of the stuff that you're looking for. So don't be afraid to search and reach out if you have any questions.
Yep.
I love y'all.
Love you. Bye.
Bye-bye.